Yeah, I'm gonna do all right. I just started letting the people come in and pile up on here. Pile up on here. What's going on, Garfield? I see you, man. Dagger Squad, man. What's up with you? What's up, Jeremy? Monica Lamb, what's up with you? What's up, Ronald? What it do? What it do? Kennard Gordon, what it do, man? I see you, Sean. What's up with you, man? What's up, Rick? Jay God, what's up? I'm Hotep Raw. What up? Peace, man. Peace, man. Man, I'm glad y'all can join us, man, for this inaugural Raw Squad interview. Yeah, make sure y'all go to the Raw Squad interview channel, man. Subscribe to while y'all at it. And then subscribe to the Pseudo Killers, man. Just do that for me. I really appreciate that. Why you mad at me, Mo? Man, come on, Mo. I was talking, running my mouth to 5 o'clock in the morning this morning. Why you mad, though? Niagara Valley Civilization, what's up with you? What's up, Will? What's good? Yeah, man, y'all gave me a date. You ain't say it was right this minute. I'm on it. I'm on top of it. We'll finish in a couple days. Mm-hmm. Only go, man, your show early in the morning on Sunday. I'll be asleep. I ain't even woke. I ain't want to come on your show right now more and bring all that fire that I got on me. Black African Power. Kyle, what's up? I said that right? Black African Power. What's up, Donnie C? What it do? Yeah, we're gonna have a good interview tonight, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can't find me, Mo. Goodness gracious. You find me right here. Right in the building, man. Yeah, look, this episode, right, is brought to you by Abju Wear. You know what I'm saying? All your gear, right? Your urban gear, your shirts, your No Religion shirts, right? Your Sarah shirts, hats, shoes, right? It's right there, man. Also, Anime Productions, man. You feel me? Yeah, make sure y'all support them brands right there. It's very, very important. All right? Really. So tonight we're going to talk about that Big Head Science, man, that new album that Casual dropped. You know, he's been in the trenches putting that work together. And you know what I'm saying? Couldn't have had a better person, right? To do the first interview, right? Very, very loyal dude. Friend of mine's, good friend of mine's, man. And, you know, it's important to make sure he was the, you know what I'm saying, the first, all right? He supported the team. He brought the team down to Oakland. You know what I'm saying? He an Oakland legend, right? With the Hyro crew, founding member of the Hyro crew. Man, he does a lot in this city that he doesn't like to talk about. We're gonna get him to talk about that today. He has a beautiful building. I actually did a lecture in that building. It was powerful. And the building was packed out. So you know what I'm saying? Hey man, this is a good brother, man. We want to see what he's working on, man. He's like a mastermind, man. Also go to the WordPress, Rap God WordPress. A lot of good information on there. Serious, you know what I'm saying? I just had this book, man. Oh, man, hold on. I gotta get that book, man. A handbook for the conscious community, man. I know y'all been looking for that. So you know, we're gonna have a real good show. I see the building starting to fill up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Monaco Slade, what's up with you? Yeah, I'm glad I see you. Too Smooth 71. Nabit Habib. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? Nebd. N-E-B-T. How you say that? Like that shirt? Yeah, y'all get this right online, man. No religion. Watch this, no religion. Journey from the stars. Fashion that connects you to the cosmos. Yeah, y'all should know that, man. You know, connect you to the cosmos, man. Understand your natural world. We do that through science, man. But right here, man, this interview gonna be powerful. Let me see if my man ready. Well, I see you out there in Oakland in the sun. See you casual. Get that straight. There's some more people come up in here. Let me get that link real quick so we can share that link. You should be able to share that link on his Instagram. Instagram. Let me see this real quick. All right, man. All right, without further ado, where you at, Smash Rock Wells? I know you got a lot of handles. Jonathan Owens, Smash Rock Wells, Mad
What's up? What's up with it?
Well, you know what I'm saying?
I'm in the backyard chilling. What's up with you?
Hey, what's going on, man? I know you got a lot of names, man. Casual, Smash Rock Wells. I know that was the name of an album, right? That's like my favorite name. Them Magi Archers. You know what I'm saying? When you working in other circles, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a Raw Squad official. You feel me? So without further ado, man, you know what I'm saying? Original creator of the Hieroglyphics group, man. What's good, Smash Rock Wells? What's up with you, brother?
I'm chilling, relaxing, hanging out. You know, I'm promoting the new album, Big Head Science, and you know how I am. I'm like a scientist. When something get on my mind and it's heavy on my mind, it kind of like consume me to the point where I have to remind myself to eat if I'm doing some research. So lately, I've been caught up in my research trying to explain to people what Big Head Science, which is the title of my new album, we're really just trying to explain what it is to people. You feel me?
Yeah, so let me see. Let's kind of first of all, let me clear this up, man. Make sure, because there's been a lot of rumblings around, people talking unnecessarily, man. With that scholarship piece real fast, man. So last time I checked, you was a member of the Umbrella Squad. Is that still true, brother?
Oh, of course. I mean, what happened? I've been outside the community, so if anything transpired that I don't know about, they tripping. We staking, we scholarship team and all that little conscious community bickering, that's just when we engage them. But what we do is primarily beneficial for, you know what I'm saying, my enlightenment as well. So hell yeah, I'm on the Rock Squad still. I have to go in the basement, y'all, so I can keep it 100 so we can get greasy in this interview.
Yeah, let's get greasy. That's what we go. Yeah, I mean, people been talking because they don't see, they forget, man, that you got a hell of a career, that you are an artist, an official artist for real. And they forget that. And you be working, putting in that work, and you also do some filming, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? They kind of forget that, man. But I just wanted to hit them real quick, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no big deal, so that they know, right? And they know who it is that said that type of thing, but it's all good. So Smash, man, that new piece you're working on, man, let's do this first. Where can they get that from? And you got a good concept behind that, and it's rocking, man. Let's talk about the concept behind that, the marketing behind that. What you doing with that?
I apologize for moving around because I couldn't hear you for a moment. I was thinking maybe it's because I came in my garage that I couldn't hear you. But can you guys hear? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you clear, Smash. I can hear you.
Okay, so cool. Okay, so yeah, the Big Head Science again is I appreciate that, and it is marketing. It is an idea. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I want something to make sure that when I drop my album, it is a little bit different and unique and also beneficial. It's kind of like my spirit to provoke things concerning cooperative economics ever since I learned about it. And it really wasn't no big plan I had unfurled. Actually, just on 420, on a hunch, I just said, forget it. I'm releasing my album today for $100. I kind of like I was thinking about what the brother Nipsey Hussle had done and how he was able to be the only person in history to, price his art at $100 and to receive support. And so, mind you, this is in the face of a quarantine, shelter in place. I have to lose about $80,000 in shows because you book all your shows for the year or whatever. And then if they get all canceled, basically that's just like losing your job. And so that happened with a lot of artists, including myself. And I started looking at the pouting atmosphere that started to take place online where everybody, oh man, what are we gonna do? Oh, it's up. And I was like, man, I'm not that type. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's the last few soldiers on the field, then I just gotta run towards the opposite force, man. And so that's what I did with my music. I was like, check this out. If it's all bad, then I'm about to go down in history for selling the album for $100 while it's all bad. But now, again, the science behind that I wanted to add to it was to make sure we added mutually beneficial campaigns, meaning now it's gonna we're gonna get into it, but basically in a nutshell, what I wanted to add to what the brother Nipsey Hussle did was some mutual benefit. And so I offered $25 back to anybody who shared my promotion. You see what I mean? I put up a promotion on Instagram. It was like, share this post. And if I get a sale off of your lead, you get $25. And it was the beginning of the system, but I was actually able to pay out $75 in public on my IG from people who just shared a post. And so that set off the spirit of the album, and people start seeing what I was trying to do and what it's all about. And it's big head science. So in a nutshell, it's just economics, and it's cooperative economics. With the mask on it, we're gonna teach them because people don't like shit when it don't sound cool, you know what
I'm saying? Yeah, you always be like a head step of the game. Even when it came, to that meta lecture and why you was doing what you was doing. So that's a hell of a marketing scheme right there. But just based off of your years of service to the game of hip hop, and I say service because that's what you do. You've uplifted the game, right? With your powerful lyrics, you know what I'm saying? And just the way you put it in. So for real, you deserve that honor to be able to sell that album at $100, man. So I'm glad that's doing good. So we want the listening audience to kind of band in and do that. So if they share the album, they can get it. How's that work? Do they get something, can they get something off that? How that work?
I kind of like took that promotion down, but I still do it. I mean, for anybody who share a post of my album, I asked because I got direct contact with these buyers through Bandcamp. So every time somebody buys something for $100, you obviously gonna hit them with a personal email like, yo, thank you, I appreciate it. And then I ask them, whose page did you see it on? And majority of people was like, I saw it on your page. But a few people was like, I actually seen it on what's the name page, and then I came over to your page. So if you shared my album cover and they seen it on your page, and I got a $100 sale, I'm gonna cash out you $25, post it up on my page so everybody can see what's going on, and just try to make an example of how it ain't time to start crying with this economy. We just need to shift a few things around.
Yeah, well, see, you always been about that. And I remember one time we went to Philly and your whole lecture was based off the economic piece with the Egyptian. That was a good one right there, yo. I'll never forget that. I know you remember that when we was in, what was the bookstore we was at? We was at
we was at Black and Nobel with Brother Hakeem. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, that's the moment in my research that I had this epiphany. First and foremost, inside the conscious community, I only use that material to say it wasn't no slavery. Look, I got all the details. I got everything you see on the wall. We're going to read it. We're going to show that we're recording grain. See, this is how I figured out big head science by knowing this, because before there was money, there was still currency. And so what Yakub done figured out, or not Yakub, but what the creation done figured out, you feel me? It's all big head science and everybody know where we going. What they done figured out was how to create another currency that we exchange that has actual real value, but it's going all over our heads, and it's our currency. But they for instance, right now we're streaming on YouTube.
Zoom. Yeah, YouTube and Zoom, man. Zoom.
Exactly. Okay. Zoom through YouTube. Now, YouTube obviously has a mechanism where they're going to get us coins back because they're turning your social currency, which is your followers or your clout or your ability to bring people towards their platform. They converting that, but some of them ain't, like Instagram, so to speak. And so I'm trying to make people understand the value of their social currency, which is their followers on different platforms, and to show that you can actually use some of this social currency to execute plans in order to eventually convert it into real currency, real money. And so let's just give an example of a person with $100,000. Rappers, when they want to start promoting their albums, they start challenges, free challenges. I'm telling people, monetize your challenge with a mutually beneficial incentives, and then pay out the social currency to all the losers. The winner gets actual money. The contestants who supported it earn pieces of your social currency. Now let me get it. Let's take a person with 100,000 followers who say, all right, I do got this hit record. I'm gonna let anybody who send in $100 right now get a chance to be on the remix. But that's just like a normal contest until you include the mutual benefit, which is that exchange of social currency. So now I'm going to guarantee you that even if you lose, your attempt is posted on my page to my 100,000 followers. Now, if you want to get into the real science of it, they already got the value of this converted. If I want to run an ad on Instagram to reach 100,000 people for like 7 days, they charge me $300. Mm-hmm. So it's but they did they math, but ain't nobody did our math on how the street value of that. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm basically showing people the cash app value of what you could do with these platforms in order to turn your social currency, which is followers and clout and all that, into actual income. And I'm not saying it's not been done. People are doing it. You know, some of the sisters are really good at turning their social currency into income. But what I want to do is just formulate it into a science so people can have a place to go and get all the instructions, at least pertaining to the music industry, on new ways to monetize everything.
Yeah, well, see, you always got that type of complexity in your game. You know what I mean? That's what make you you. So yeah, when I went to that Wikipedia page, it was kind of like they didn't know what category to put you in, the group in. So they hit you with the alternative. I'm gonna give them direct words. It says member of the alternative hip hop collective Hieroglyphics. So why you think they did that? Because they didn't know how to, you know.
Yeah, I know, because they was going through their list of genres. It was like, these boys different. You know, I guess they was looking for like underground hip hop. Well, it ain't really classified thoroughly by just calling us underground hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And so honestly, it's not our culture to really focus so much on categorization like that. You know what I'm saying? They divide, dissect, and then they tell you I'm not like the other one, and then we be fighting each other because I'm alternative hip hop and you street, and I want to be street. So now I'm trying to show you this. You see what I'm saying? So I really never got too concerned with that, but all our whole career, we definitely did bring alternative. I mean, we did bring alternative hip hop, you know, alternative to the normal stuff on the radio.
So what you got? 14 cuts on your joint, on your new joint? How many records?
So it's 14 cuts on the joint if you bought the $100 album off Bandcamp, but you also can hear all them cuts for free on Bandcamp. So that's also another mutual benefit. You know, I'm not forcing anyone to support and pay $100 to enjoy the album. You can simply go to your Apple Music and press download and have it. So therein lies another twist to quell all the haters. You got to connect your thing up properly. It's like you knitting the thread together, and you got to make sure all the points is hit. So if somebody $100 album, then I just come on, bro, it's free. Go listen to it right now. And then they look stupid on social media, like, oh, I'm just hating. You know what I'm saying? The people who support are wanting to support. And not only that, I have people pricing it at higher prices than I priced it at. I priced it at 100, and I had my biggest supporter priced it at 250, and just bought it for 250. And so I'm like, okay, at least in the music industry, and it will spread onto other industries, we got the apparatuses to harness the support of our followers right now. And I got a template. At least I went through most of the income streams in hip hop, and I came up with new plans for that. Some of them are genius. Some of them I can't even reveal. But I mean, if we had a little bit of sacrificial humility, because again, like right now I'm sitting I know how people be online. I don't care. I sacrifice myself to disseminate the information. So you can try to see what's in this back thing or do whatever you want to do to nitpick. But really my main goal is to get the information out, you know what I'm saying, and to disseminate it. But I run into a lot of that even with my peers in hip hop. A lot of motherfuckers who, excuse my language, people just waiting to see it fail or something. You know what I'm saying? And that was the biggest win over them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
really, just to add in closing, just to add, because for independent artists, I sold at least 100 of them mugs in a week at $100 before the album dropped. I just showed independent artists at least a template. They don't got to price it at what I price it at, but don't devalue your art. People will support you, and there aren't too many ways to generate even that little amount of income before your album dropped in 1 week. You know, and so that's one way to do it. But yeah.
So that first cut, you know what I mean, on their head.
That's on their head, man.
Hold on. That's been a Magi Archers, just a whole. That's just been what we've been on their head, right? So that's interesting that first cut is called that. You know what I'm saying? I'm Raw Squad been on their head, but specifically the Magi Archers. So that when you was writing that cut, man, what was you thinking about, man?
You know what? I got to give credit to the producers of the album. The producers are new producers, brothers from Oakland, named Big Head Science. And so I just was like, in order to spread y'all light in this project, I'm going to just name the album after y'all so that people can learn about y'all. But you know what? When I heard that track, I was like, oh, this got to be the first song on the album because it sound real superhero. You just like, you know, you coming back to hip hop. And I don't know, it was just my spirit. That's just my spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like policing hip hop, you know, oh, that shit weak. Nah, get that out of here. Because, I mean, excuse my language again, I know we on this platform. But trying to, you know, make sure we keep our standards up. And that's kind of like one of the first things I said in that song, back to stand for my standards and get back on their head. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And so it is what it is. It's like, it's an art, and I'm gonna show that it's been exploited by commerce, and we can do a little bit to get some of that money back. You know
So most people don't know this, right? But you actually that God killer name, right? That everybody call me. You actually put that in hip hop.
Oh yeah.
I'm thankful for that. I'm definitely thankful for that, man. That's with the song. What was the name of the song, man? We used on the intro. What was the name of the song?
What was the name of the song? It was God Killer, right?
Yeah, it was that was the name of it, wasn't it? Yep, it sure was.
Yeah. And see, you know, I was been calling myself a rap guy for a minute.
Of course.
Since I dropped the album in 2011 with the rap guy, right? And then M took that thing. I mean, you know, so I was like, all right, well, I'm about to hit hip hop off with the God Killer one time, you know what I'm saying? Because basically it just was thematic and just fun to do. It's how, you know how hip hop is. Y'all know how it is. Healthy, friendly competition. Yeah, you know. But I like that joint too.
That song, man. I mean, man, the wordplay was magnificent. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole, man, yeah, y'all gotta go back and listen. But you don't got that loaded on on your page, man. Smack Rockwell. I can't find it.
I know. I don't know. Sometimes I don't be releasing everything like that. But I'm now that I'm learning even. See, this is what happens. Whenever you want to teach something, you know you're forced to learn something too. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, teachers trying to be the best learner just to show how I learned it real quick. So I had to go back into my art too and doing research on money streams from art. And there's so much I can reveal to the community right now. Like, I know half the industry ain't even getting all their bread. You know what I'm saying? Because the strings we be leaving on the table because they created new technologies to exploit music. And if you signed old contracts, some of that ain't included in it. So I've been back researching, except in the music. You feel me?
Of course, and I think what I like to bring to light is that your research methodology, which is important, you apply it to everyday life, to things in business, you know what I'm saying? The things of understanding the music industry. Let's talk about that for a minute, how your meta-net, because people say, meta-net, how that's gonna help us today? It's not so much the meta-net, it's just the research behind the meta-net that I've seen you use, you know what I'm saying, in your business and all your businesses you create, whether it be Hiero Day, right? Whether it be putting your album, your marketing, you know what I'm saying? Let's kind of talk about that for a minute.
I mean, it's something that, again, I was waiting for a long time for a lot of the things that I learned in the conscious community to merge with my art. And I definitely know you don't force things like that because that's how certain artists come off sounding preachy or like they read a book and had a book rap report to go do, you know what I'm saying? Right. And so, but lately, some of the things that I've learned in my studies and my research and even learning proper research methodology dealing with the Amaran squad has been merging perfectly with my art. And so, I mean, for instance, where I didn't have to sit down and think of all of this, I just started applying what I knew from, what I think I know from learning about the officialdom of Kemet and how things run, and even what a king is. And the simplest way to understand how to be a king nowadays, you can learn in understanding how Asar became a king and understanding agriculture and understanding the ability to be able to feed more than just your family. Your immediate family will automatically verify you as a king in this day and age. If you bringing food to the table to your family, it qualifies you as a man. But if you bring in food to multiple, any subculture in our community, because we be like, oh, he's a boss, or he's a Debo, but the real word for that is kingship. You know what I'm saying? He has a small little, basically, I don't want to go and expound too far, but people see what it leads on to. And as soon you get so plentiful and so abundant with things to where you providing for like a nation and people got your back because you set either systems in place that work or you taught people things that, you know what I'm saying, help them flourish. And so sometimes you walk around the hood and be like, how certain people got people to go to bat for them? Like, why he go do something for this guy right here? It's probably because some things you don't know maybe is definitely a lot of times economic, but really that one character depends on the other character for some type of stability. Well, that don't have to be always nefarious, and it's also honoring being able to achieve so much that you can help others. And so that's what I want to do in hip hop. I learned a lot that people don't know because I've experienced in hip hop, and I want to share a lot of it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, I seen a couple seconds ago, man. You was over there smoking good. You know what I'm saying? I know you're on base, right? What was you smoking, man?
Let me let them know. Everybody know everything is legal right now, but I'm in California, and sometimes I use a little bit of sativa to, not let me get so down or depressed. Sativa is just a strand of cannabis opposite of indica, which indica is kind of jovial and knock people out, make them go to sleep. Sativa is a different type of strain of cannabis. I just enjoy it.
Didn't y'all have your own name, your own strain?
So we've been playing around but we never dropped nothing. And now we lost a lot of momentum in that field, but I ain't really focused as far as hieroglyphics is concerned. I ain't really focused too much on, cannabis industry. I have a partner who definitely is, and he's working to get delivery services and stuff set up, because with this legalization, as much plight as we've been caught from trying to get the business established when it was illegal, now we at least need to catch some of the reward. You know, we can't let it be just like excluded from the industry so much. So we're getting into it a little bit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't really got too much of passion for that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now I know you love to fish, man. I like to fish too. Haven't fished in a while, but it's times I call you, say, man, I'm going to relieve my mind. I'm going to lake and fish, man. What kind of fish you be catching, man?
Man, I be going for everything, but I'm like a sport fisherman, and so generally it's black bass. You know what I'm saying? Catch and release. See, you know, let them grow. See if they can get bigger by next summer. I'll come back catch the same fish because I know where he spawn at it. Something like for real. But yeah, I be bass fishing a lot. I don't do too much ocean fishing and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just a pastime for me. Like I live about an hour from the aqueduct in California. And so, no, I said an hour. I'm sorry, a mile. I'm
Right.
like a mile from the aqueduct. So every morning I get up, you know what I mean, just hit the water just to relax and set my day right.
Mm.
And catching the fish early to start your day feel hella good. It'd be like a good day already.
Yeah.
But you know, I really want to build on
You want to build on.
the economics of the game. I want to put some questions to anybody watching out there, and this is just the type of things that we can do using the momentum of monetized, you know what I'm saying, mutually beneficial monetized
Mhm.
challenges. Just this is just one. This ain't even. I'm not writing this in my book, but this is a good example. I want to ask y'all. You know, again, we talk about kingship, and one thing kings also did was pay tribute to other kings,
Mm.
right? And you got to ask yourself scientifically, and if you like doing social, political science or whatever, you want to, why did that happen? Why was a bossy ass king with hella land send tribute to another king? Probably because to keep things cool, to avoid conflict, and to make sure you have allies and stuff. Well, now we're dealing with social currency, and the same things are happening nowadays on Instagram, where the currency is your followers and stuff. Sometimes you look and be like, I mean, me, because I'm a rapper, I've been established for a while, but I haven't been doing that particular social media thing. Y'all know me more for probably being on Facebook and talking about the knowledge. So then I lost a lot of traction in gaining my just on that one platform, Instagram social currency. So now that I see at this day we talking, I got about 12,000 followers. A lot of my peers is in the hundreds of thousands. And even dealing with me sometimes, it'll be hard to get somebody even to respond because they so in that it's another world. It's really like a portal into this simulated reality we live into. If you want to talk to me about it, that's how I feel with it. But again, it's all about knowing how to manipulate it. It's all about understanding what propaganda is, understanding that that ain't a negative thing, and that you got a propaganda machine for your brand in your hand at every morning, where you can push out ideas in order to gain you social currency that now you can turn into real bread. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get, I can say it's cool, but it starts turning into some coin at about 50,000 followers to where you can instantly just get up in the morning and probably make more money than you would make going to work a 9 to 5 if you was doing your thing correctly.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Online.
Yeah, it's definitely about that, man. But this is I tell you something else you do, and most people don't realize that, man. So, okay, with the Hyro crew, right? Hieroglyphics, right? And so you were saying how you said it's funny how you gonna be part of the Hyro crew and don't know the meta nature. So
Exactly. That
let's
hit
talk
me
about
hard
that.
in about 2009, 2010. That was heavy on my mind. And I started by buying E.A. Wallace Budge books. Maybe it might even be earlier than 2000, about 2009. I started getting them E.A. I mean, I had an E.A. Wallace Budge book since we chose the name Hieroglyphics, but I put it on everything. I never opened. I just bought it and was like, one day I'm opening it. and spent like 12 years, 13 years, and never opened it. So I went and bought another copy because I lost that one. And I started trying to get familiar with Metal Nature. Then I started following guys like Asar on different platforms before Instagram was out. And he would be already full-fledged into it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like he be like 5 years ago, basically. Asar Imhotep, the author, of everyone watching doesn't know who I'm talking about. And so I just fell into it a little bit, and then I started getting kind of cool with it. Then I started visiting local classes and stuff, and they start calling me to the front of the class. And I was like, serious in my head, like serious, because in my normal scholastic history, just with like high school and enough stuff, I never was nobody who knew all the answers. So I was a little bit older, and I was like, man, I know the answer. I'm raising my hand. So I raised my hand like 7 times in a row. Like, nobody know, nobody know, nobody know. Then dude was like, you know what? Come up here. Had me teaching with them. And so I was like, okay, this ain't the level I'm trying to be on. Finally, I found peers amongst guys like Ujahu, who's a wonderful metal nether teacher, you know what I'm saying? Asar. And once we were following each other online, I'll just be like, okay, I'm gonna post this to see if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna even let you post nothing that's wrong. They're gonna get on your page and just beat you all the way up. And so I'm gonna be like, okay, now let's see how good I am at defending myself. Whether, you know, it's just a debate class for me. And I got pretty far with it all the way till I put hands on them boys with that Nubia subject. We had to get. That's when I joined the Amara. That's when I was inducted into the Amara squad. Y'all know I'm playing, but we had a good debate. We had a good debate on the subject of whether Nubia was an actual. I mean, you know, Nubia was a pseudo term, or did it have any etymological roots that we can trace to? And I won't say no one prevailed because they had a lot of really good information. But I did, you know, it was cool that night. It was cool that night. It was y'all can probably look up that Amara radio show on the Blog Talk Radio in the old files if y'all ain't up on all the good years that, you know.
Yeah. So, but that's how, you know, you had to get on the squad. You had to, you had to beat your way on the squad. You know what I'm saying? That was always the, I mean, that's what it is. You gotta beat your way on the squad. Like, it is what it is. So I always felt like you won that argument. You know what I'm saying? Asar might have felt like you didn't. And Wuja, I swear he ain't never lost. You know what I mean? He always, he ain't never lost conversation. You know how Wuja do. But I felt like, you know what I'm saying, based off of my young years on that subject, that, you know what I'm saying, you did your damn thing. It was very, very clear. You know what I'm saying? And I can remember the days where you used to call in to the Blog Talk show, right? Loyal follower. But you would always be a step ahead of everybody calling in. Meaning the way you used to lay it down, I can remember that. Way you used to lay it down the conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, who the hell is this guy right here, man? But you would always keep it solid, right? And even if you beat your way on an Amara squad, right? I'll never forget, I was in my room. Lie to you not. And, you know, I got my DVDs on the floor, right? And I grabbed one of the Hyro joints because you know, I'm a fan, right? I grabbed that. I was like, that's goddamn casual.
That was funny.
That was crazy.
I never wanted to be walking around the concert community like I'm casual.
That's some bull right there, yo.
It would have been a different energy. So I just was like Jonathan. I made my Facebook name Jonathan, and I did different things on my casual page. But in order to just qualify myself by my knowledge, not to have nobody like your bars, and then acting like my knowledge was tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you earned your way. So you kept it split, and you earned your way. And you wrote the spectacular work right here. And so you squashed all the arguments. It's the Magi, the handbook for the conscious community. Serious work right here, man. Like, very, very clear. All the arguments that's in the conscious community, you squashed them out. Excellent work right here, man. So, you know, this is definitely a legacy right here of scholarship that you put forth, man. Yeah, the handbook for the conscious community, man. And you know, while we on here, we might as well make it serious. and funny at the same damn time. You also a daggone archer. And I remember the first thing I was seeing you shoot up, that was brother
Shaka almost.
Shaka Almost book.
Peace to Shaka. What's up, Shaka? Yeah, I had to tear that little work up because he was being real brolic. You know, he was getting inside himself. He was really acting just like, no, he was being kind of disrespectful. So, I just wanted to return the sentiment, but I just wanted to show him the accuracy is duplicated in our research methodology. And so I came in my backyard and put his book on a haystack and shot all around his face. And I was like, let me hit the O in the word codex, and then I put an arrow from about 20 yards. And the video is classic because it was really hitting where I was saying I was gonna hit. So people were like, boy, you nice with that bow. But honestly, calling myself a Magi Archer, then I gotta be nice with the bow. Calling myself Hieroglyphics, I gotta know that metal netter. I mean, that's just something you could do in your life to live out your inner superhero that you wanna be. Like, you wanna be raw, and spend some time being raw so you can have a skill or quality that most don't have to set your action figure apart. Now mine's got the bow and it's read metal netter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm saying that's just like life.
Yeah, that's that. The accuracy in that bow was like crazy. Was
Yeah,
crazy.
it took me a couple of times to shoot that video, but notice one thing you do know, I had to practice on something else because you only have one copy of the book.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
So there you have it right there. If I read it more. So I was like, I gotta be right with this one video, you know what I'm saying? So I practiced that more. But again, it is what it is. There's no hard feelings. It's just scholarship. You don't want to run up on some people. That's how I do in rap too. Like, they be avoiding good, bro. I could say something about anybody. No disrespect to nobody. I wouldn't, but I can though. So they be like, I ain't saying nothing back to that.
So yeah, Shaka kind of raised his head again and was talking trash. He's still hurt about that book though. Hey, y'all want to check out the critique of the book, man? Y'all can go to WordPress and type in Rap God, right? And y'all can go ahead and get that fine critique on that and show you how you critique a book right there. So yeah, he kind of raised his head talking crazy because he's still mad at that, yo. This is crazy.
What happened? What happened? What they say?
Nah, he just jumped up. He jumped up on something that is talking crazy. Just talking crazy about the squad, the help of the squad, all that. This guy, run this mouth. So I reposted the video. You know what I'm saying? Shooting that book up. Quiet him down. He went back into hiding. You know how you think the coast is clear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let them know that it. Can you hear me? You frozen on my screen.
I'm frozen. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Should be good. You hear me now?
Yeah, man.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna go inside.
Man.
You got me now?
I got you nice and clear now, yo. So yeah, man, y'all gotta go to Bandcamp, man, and either support that album, man. Check out the cuts, man. Support Brother Smash. Like Brother Smash has actually supported, the conscious community with that accurate scholarship and that straight bowmanship, you know what I'm saying? And with his music, man, I've been a fan of his. Man, Smash, shit. How long you been rapping, bro?
My first album came out in 1994. I got signed to a record deal by Jive Records at 17. And so I was at the high school, like, feeling like that's my moments, I'm like, I had an early, basically like Jermaine O'Neal or like LeBron was able to come out of high school into a lot of money and, some relative marginal stardom for me, you know what I'm saying? Like I had got like a 4 in the Source magazine, which was a big thing back then, and a few other things.
Oh man. So I guess shit, since you was so how many years is that, man? 20 plus, right?
Oh, that's about
30?
what 25, 30 years or 25, 26 years since I don't know. I ain't adding up, but yeah, 95. What is it? About
95?
26 years or something.
Man,
Yeah.
I've been a fan since then, bro. It's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's about all the hip hop, and I've been a fan since then. I mean, that's why it was so bananas when I was like, this dude is right underneath my damn nose, hanging and chilling and on the blog talk shows, right on the squad. And I'm just realizing who he is. It was the most craziest thing ever, man. Yeah, I've been a fan for years on that, man. Yeah,
That's
man, make sure
crazy.
y'all support him on Bandcamp, man.
Yeah, and just let me add something. That's for the people who able to support, who felt some of the stuff I was talking about and who want to help me get the time in order to work it all out. I am writing the book Big Head Science for artists to know a lot of these templates, and hopefully a lot of people will set them in place. But I'm saying that to say you can go to your any streaming platform and listen to it for free, or for free, or if you got a subscription or whatever. And so don't feel compelled to like, oh, it's $100. Yeah, you don't have to pay that. But if you out there, you got it, and you think something positive could come from this, I want to post your purchase on my Instagram tonight. So let's do it.
Yeah.
You know, that's real because I got to show the receipts so that people see. If you're doing a public campaign, you definitely got to show the receipts, and I got to get that social currency up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. That's social currency, man. You got them followers, man. They got support, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all go over to Smash Rockwell's. What you casual on Instagram?
It's Casual Rap God on Instagram. Yeah, Casual Rap God. That's where I'm at basically. Then it's Smash Rockwell on Twitter, and Jonathan Owens on Facebook.
Yeah.
But
I tell you what's still going. We can beat y'all with the scholarship and we can beat y'all with the hip hop. It don't matter. They can get it.
yeah, I remember when the Hebrews made that song that time. I was like, I'm not gonna do them like that. I'm just
Right,
gonna hit them with the scholarship.
right.
I'm talking about right before that debate we had. They had put out
Correct.
a battle of the song. I was like, no. You was like, ill him. I was like, I ain't gonna do that. It
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
be fair.
Yeah,
That's
that
like
wouldn't have
bullying.
been fair, man. It's different when you're actually a professional, right? Because you're a professional artist, man. You earned your way. I think you also had one of those. What kind of contract where you just did it your own self, man? But everybody is on it right now. When they just try to be independent, right? I think you
Oh
was
yeah,
one
we
of the
was.
first to do that, right?
I mean, no, plenty of people did it before us, but what we were was for some of the first to lose their major record deal and then sell 100,000 units independent. That's ghetto gold. Basically, see, when you got the record deal, you getting $1 of your record. Now, when we switched back to independent, we got up to getting more like 7, 8 back then, $7, $8 a record, $6 a record maybe. And so,
Mm.
if you're getting $1 a record and you know what I'm saying, you sell what? I just use an ounce round. You obviously, you use $1 a record, you sell a million records, you got $1,000,000, but your record sold for $10. So you just made $10 million for the company, but you got $1,000,000 and it looked equal to you, but you don't see the back money. When you go independent, it start being different folds of that money. You can do a lot less work and still get the same marginal success and not even really be on TV. So 100,000 going 100,000 independent was like considered ghetto gold, as quoted by E40 or what have you. Well, we did that 3 times after losing our record deal, maybe 4. We did it twice with 2 Hieroglyphics records, once with a Delta Funky Homo Sapien record, and then we signed. I make these type of claims, but I'll be saying I discovered Guapalai. I really did discover her, but people don't like to hear you say shit like that because they had people working with her before me. But what I mean by that is I went into this bar one night. It was called Mingles in Oakland, and she was singing, and I was like, I'm about to sign that girl. And I went and bought her CD and took it back to, I wasn't running the company back then. I took it back to my partner who was running the company, like, listen to this. And we didn't get to sign them to our label, but they did come to our label in order to get distribution. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to Oakland, I've always been like community based. And I mean, put it this way. like you could go online and see the biggest distributors in hip hop. It's called Empire. Y'all probably already know about Empire, and they are just killing everybody. Everybody releases their music through Empire, and then Too Short. Well, me and the owner of Empire and Too Short all used to work at a youth center, a brand new youth center they built in East Oakland called Youth Uprising from the years about 2000. I mean, and I don't want to say I worked there. I really had a salary there. They were like community figures who worked there, but they
Right.
donated. They were more bosses than I was, so to speak. Gazi wasn't into it so big like that. That's the owner of Empire right now. But y'all can just Google Empire Distribution and see all the names on the front of his XXX Nation. So he's a businessman that we was just all in this little office building, and it's weird to me all the potential that was in that room, and we was just there for the youth and for the kids. I mean, Short would really be up in there sitting there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they could just walk in this office and holler at Short. He wouldn't be there all day, but he would be there. I would be there all day on the clock, though. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's that community work. And also you got a lovely building, man. So we want to kind of close it out, but we want to kind of talk about that lovely building you got, man. It's a serious building, man. That outreach, that type of work, like we said on Raw Squad, while the conscious community talking, we be in them damn streets, man. Let's talk about that, man. Cause you like you're very beloved in Oakland, man. Like you top notch in Oakland. But I think it's your music, but more so it's your community work you do. So let's talk about your building that you got in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Because I know them in the hood. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
let's talk about just that work overall, man.
Well, let me start with saying a lot of that respect come from just I represented from Oakland without having to be trying to look like I ain't never been. Like I ain't kept the image on of the godliness. I'm like, you ain't got to do that. And when I walk through there's different types of street cred. All street cred ain't about being a gangster. Some street cred just mean you was there and you was trying to stop it. I was more like a Sharif. I ain't necessarily say I was, Sharif from Menace to Society, who was always trying to get them to do something better. And so I got it started like that at a real young age. And then it's just my natural propensity to be generous and to want to congregate. But when we start getting paper and stuff, yeah, I mean, it's natural to eventually be like, man, check this out. We had half of all the artists who was trying to come up in East Oakland, we gave them like Tennessees in our building for a period of time in order to give them a safe, creative workspace. You know what I'm saying? And some of the biggest artists from Oakland right now, all the way down to, I'm talking about the hoodest cats, was like in our basement and we upstairs still trying to be hip hop. They start gangstering it out too. It got too much, you know what I'm saying? And so, and they grew. And actually, what we provide ourselves to our community is a springboard. So we haven't talked about Hiero Day. It's one of the biggest events, definitely in Northern California, and I was the executive director of it since its inception. We've been doing like 20,000 people recently. Well, numbers decline maybe 10, 15,000, you know what I'm saying, people in one day in Oakland. And so, I mean, I've had everybody
climbing that roof.
Every year we provide at least one day a year. We provide at least 50 checks for hip hop groups and at least like 150 jobs for members of the community, because we have 40 acts that we pay to come, 40 to 50 acts that we pay to come perform, and then I pay all agencies from everybody from OPD to down to everybody, and then we bring these people in. I'm talking about we bring thousands of people into the community and we host local vendors and food people who everybody sell out. I mean, Hiero Day used to just be like a killing for everybody. It was like the Super Bowl at sometimes to where the local businesses around there always flourished off that event. And so it's community-based, not for a reason either. It's just what it is. If everybody was community-based, we'd be living in like a beautiful ass.
How many years you been doing that Hiero Day?
It's been like, this would be like the 9th year if we was able to do it this year.
It started in where? Why not? Was I around when you did the first one?
You was around, but you wasn't around the event.
I wasn't around the event, but I mean, you was talking about you was married
we was
line the
messing with
damn
it.
thing up.
Yeah, about 2011. I think the first one I launched in 2011.
Yeah,
And I learned a lot about negotiating with the cities and all that. I ain't gonna keep dragging it out for too long, but yeah, you know, I can bump my gums. I like to talk.
nah, you good. Yeah, you know, we supposed to be having a meeting tonight, yo, right? At
Yeah,
about this point, 9:30. The link is in the group, yo. But look, man, I appreciate, you know, everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying, man, for the little interview, man. This is the first interview of many. So I wanted to put one of the thoroughest guys I know, you know what I'm saying, in the community, you know what I'm saying, on that first one. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you don't start out strong, yo, you're gonna finish weak. So I just wanted, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, make sure I had one of the thoroughest dudes I know. I mean, that's in hip hop and that's in damn scholarship. And you know, appreciate the support you've always given me and I'm a Raw Squad, man. I really, really appreciate that, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do it, but you stood right there in the brother's corner. And for that, you know what I'm saying? You got me whenever you need me, bro. So yeah, we had to do another one of them collabs where I bring you down, right? And you bring me down. Yeah, like
let's do that. Yeah, we gotta keep that network going. Let's do that. I appreciate you, love you, bro. It's everything. And thank everybody for watching. And if y'all want to tune into what I'm doing, follow Casual Rap God on Instagram. Just go look at my page before you follow to see how many supporters then bought that for over $100 because they believe and I believe. Thank y'all.
Yeah, look, man, we out, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. I'm a Raw Squad interview. You know what I'm saying? We doing it. We're gonna go from the hood. We're gonna go to hip hop. We're gonna go to scholarships, doctors, lawyers, everything, man. It's gonna be powerful, man. And yo, y'all know what it is, man. Check this out, man. Scientific literacy, man, is a vaccine to the charlatans. You know what I'm saying? That's amongst you, man. Yeah, and we out, man.